What's up, guys? It's Hitchy Good, your favorite all-American freedom-loving gamer. And today, we've got orders from the GOAT, Tom Homan himself.
How you doing?
The old man has so much swagger. That's right, we're going to be patrolling the battlefield as an ICE officer. Now, for those of you who don't know, that stands for the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Department, otherwise known as the Deportation Organization. Now, if you don't like that and think this video is uncouth, just go cry about it on X.
People are getting attacked.
I really don't care because I don't know about you, but I've just been waking up in the morning just to read what the next headline's gonna be. It's a time to be alive. Shoot, 2042 made that statement really cringe. So yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. And if you want to be a member for just $2.99 a month, you not only get access to our past live streams, but also some pretty cool emblems and emotes for chat. But let's get back to the video. So throughout this video, we're going to be giving out the top 5 tips to stay off of ICE's minimap this year and go over the loadout of the standard ICE agent so we can bring some justice to the battlefield. So stay tuned throughout. But let's take a look at what it's going to take to keep the battlefield secure and safe. And our first orders from Mr. Homan lead us to the Caspian Border. We got to protect that wall at all costs, troops. But before we load in, we need to know that you can't do any kind of law enforcement without your badge. This, reinforced with our unique tag, ensures that when we do take down a criminal, they're going to know exactly why. Second, every ICE officer needs their rifle. ICE officers have deployed across the United States with any number of long arms, including primarily the M4 platform, so that's the one we're going to be using the most. But should we get into a different situation, say clearing out apartment complexes, we can also use the Remington Model 870 MCS, and luckily both of these weapons are in the Battlefield 4 arsenal and available for our usage. Now the other firearm, the shotgun, it's pretty stripped down from what I can tell. With 870, it's obvious that they've got a flashlight on that on the end of the barrel, but that's really about it. So that's about all we're going to be using. Now, starting off with, we are looking at the M4 as our primary weapon. With the optics, I'm seeing a mix between the EOTech Hollow Sight and the PKAS. Now, we ran the PKAS, or at least I'm pretty sure we did, back in our terminal list video, terminal list loadout video. That was pretty cool. I'm going to link that here in the bottom. But I personally prefer the EOTech over the PKAS. And although at a disadvantage from the Coyote sight, I still think that it's going to help with target acquisition better than PKAS, but we might mix it up just a little bit. On all the pictures, I can see most are running a vertical grip. At least one ICE officer employed the slanted grip, but the vast majority have the vertical. That's what we're going to use. And also, from what I can tell, they're either running the flashlight or the laser. One of the two, and maybe even both. Then we got to introduce you to the standard ICE issue SIG P320. Now, while there's many approved firearms by the Department for personal use, the issued standard is the Sig Sauer P320. That's from the department, so that's the one that we're going to use. And, you know, the closest thing we've got in this game is the P226. So we're going to go with that, and it seems to be a bare bones model with no real frills, so we're going to keep it stock and we're going to do our best. But honestly, even though this is the pistol that they give to officers fresh for training, or the loadout screen, so basically what I mean is it's your first unlock, that doesn't mean it's a bad gun. You're going to find this addition to your loadout to be consistent and reliable across the board. I enjoy using it just like I enjoy using SIG firearms in real life. I've got a 365 and it's freaking awesome. Now, additionally, we're left with some options for our grenade slot. Now, here at ICE, we don't regularly run around with frags or lethals, but instead, flashbangs and stun grenades for clearing room. Now, we ain't trying to kill them. We just trying to get them back home, safe and sound. But for real, you know, if you want to direct impact one of these guys, it is going to be lethal. It is going to be lethal, though. So, but you know what? They probably deserve a butt plug after some of the heinous crimes they committed. So if you run into any of these sex trafficking SOBs, just do the world a favor and plug them up real good. I'll handle the paperwork. So as far as field upgrades go, it's fair to say that immigration enforcement is solidly on the offense, right? That means that we get to move 10% faster on the battlefield thanks to Tom Homan. We're all very well equipped with extra ammunition, more flashes, more stuns. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, Venezuelan apartment gangs, they ought not be any problem for us. And then by the grace of God and sheer patriotism, we are miraculously under the protection of divine providence. Should we ever take a fall? Basically what I'm saying is we got reduced fall damage. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. So, as you've seen running in the background, our first deployment to the Caspian border was met with a very rude surprise. Now, it seems some geniuses have given the enemy any number of assault weapons, sidearms, rocket launchers, freaking tanks, and even a damn jet. Wonder who those could have come from. So, while we've done all we can on the border, we have to focus on downtown, where numerous Venezuelan drug gangs have taken over entire city blocks, and our beloved E-flag down at the market. Damn it, Cletus, I'm working on it. Now, for this particular mission, we suggest using either the M4 build or go in with that 870. This shotgun is a solid companion when it comes to evicting ne'er-do-wells from their stolen apartment complexes. Unfortunately, with all the insurgents in our own government against us,
they ask you where you were born, I don't have to answer that question. They ask for your immigration status, I do not have to answer your question.
it seems that the cartels also have us on their mini-map and have made fighting to secure the border a real pain in the ass. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and talk about AOC's top 5 tips for evading ICE. Number 1, don't rape anybody. Anchor babies are no longer a thing. Doesn't work anymore, okay? So quit it. Number 2, go back to your own country. Studies show that illegal immigrants that return home are often not pursued by ICE agents. Number 3, stop killing people. Just quit. I know it's rough, but just stop killing people. You need to understand that this is frowned upon in most first world countries and attracts unwanted attention. Don't do it. Number 4, blend in by putting on a MAGA hat. Private communications leaked from ICE suggest that those wearing sombreros are more likely to be deported than those wearing a MAGA hat. And number 5,
shut the up.
Follow these rules and we won't have to meet you on the battlefield. But for those who refuse to listen, well, we got a rendezvous with destiny, my friend.
Everybody knows, if the police have to come and get you, they're bringing an ass kicking with them.
For evicting market dwellers and apartment squatters, don't shy away from using the M4 on the rooftops, and for goodness sake, don't forget your flashbang launcher. You can't throw one far enough? Well, yeet some freedom to your enemies at about Mach freaking 2 and make them so confused they'll think they've made it to purgatory. Nope, just the back of our police car. And finally, now that we've finally wrangled up those tricky Venezuelans and their MS-13 gang members, it's time to push them back across the border. That's right, we're headed to the desert. Now that we've taken control of the entire situation, we've just got one job left to do, and that's making good on the task to send them back from whence they came. Now, even though international leaders are finally cooperating and going to help us send these rapists and thugs and criminals back to their homeland, old Tom here, he had a better idea.
I need ammo!